I would say Mercy is one of Overwatch's most beloved characters. She seems to be used on a lot of Overwatch advertisement, and she also makes her way into a bit of, let's just call it Overwatch fan art, shall we? Bottom line is she's well loved, and I find that she can be a fun and interesting character, but at the same time, I also feel like she is one of the most underdeveloped heroes in Overwatch, and is certainly, at least in higher levels of play, one of the most underrepresented healers. So if we wanted to make her better, if we wanted to improve Mercy, what could we do? Well, we could talk about making some tweaks to her current kit, such as increasing the range of her beam, her flight distance, or maybe we even increase her healing per second to make it closer to Ana. That's not really what I want to focus on, because tweaking her kit, I don't think talking about that makes for a fun or interesting video. What I do want to talk about is Mercy's missing E, or more specifically, her missing second ability. Every other hero in this game, with the exception of D.Va and Mercy, has a second skill. So let's talk about and let's come up with some cool ideas for second skills. Now, I'm not that crazy inventive, so I simply scoured the internet for some of the best ideas, and I think some of these are really cool. Now, I'm gonna work in order from what I think is, I guess, least likely to most likely. All right, so let's start off with the first one. This is called Intercession, and this has Mercy temporarily intervening on behalf of her target, altering their fate and preventing their health from falling below 1 HP for the duration. So this would essentially be an ability where Mercy would fly to the target and prevent their health from dropping below 1. This is a cool idea. It plays into, and a lot of these abilities fit right into her medic role. She is looking to save and protect and heal up and prevent injury to her patients. So it's a neat idea, but what I don't love about this is that Mercy's biggest problem, as it seems to be at the moment, is her survivability and her utter reliance on her teammates. She has no defense of her own. Yeah, her pistol's pretty good, but pretty much against any good player, they're gonna kill you if you're shooting with a Mercy pistol. So let's move further down the list. The next ability here, this one's really cool actually. I love this quite a lot. It's called Radiance, and it has Mercy discharging a brilliant healing blast from her staff, instantly healing those around her for 100 HP and increasing their healing taken from all sources by 30% for 4 seconds. Now, Radiance doesn't have a cooldown, but instead it is basically a bar that you fill up, that you charge through healing with your regular heal. So essentially Mercy will be healing her allies, filling up a bar, and then once it's full, she could use her Radiance ability. So the cool thing about this is, depending on the skill of the Mercy and how on top of healing her teammates are, she kind of snowballs, and she gets like this cadence and this tempo going where she becomes better and better, and her healing gets better and better the more she's healing her team. Now, you could of course look at this ability, however, and say this is basically Ana's Biotic-grenade in many ways. It's AoE healing, and it increases further incoming healing to her teammates. And while that's true, it functions differently because it's not immediately available in combat, and its charge rate is going to depend on how effective Mercy is in the first place at healing her team. And I just love the idea of Mercy like raising her staff and having this AoE heal go out all around her central location. Now, the next ability here is one that I think we need in the game, period, and I guess why not have it on Mercy, and that is Cleanse. And it's a single target. You have to have your beam already attached to the person, and then you would hit your secondary skill, and Mercy would cleanse that player that she's tethered to, removing sleep, poison, flashbang, Biotic-grenade effect, freeze, discord orb, basically any negative effects. Essentially, at the moment, the only cleanse type ability is Zarya's bubbles, her personal bubble and then her projected bubble. That's it. Only on a tank hero do we have a cleanse ability. I think it seems fairly obvious that we need someone else to have a similar effect. I think this has a place in the game. I think there is room for another anti-sleep, anti-freeze, anti-poison, anti-discord orb ability beyond Zarya's projected barrier. It could fit with Mercy. Again, it fits in line with her medic background, essentially. Now, the next two skills I'm going to mention here are variations on the same idea, but I think they're absolutely perfect for Mercy. And this is the ability to fly to a location independent of your teammates. So it doesn't rely on the positioning of your teammates. The first one is called Angelic Ascent. She opens up her wings and propels straight into the air. So gives Mercy a way to defend herself. If someone's flanking at her, she could shoot herself straight up into the air, and then she can fly towards a teammate that she will then be able to better see from that position. And then finally, a twist on that would be this flare beacon ability. Has Mercy pulling out her pistol pistol and shooting a flare, and Mercy at any point within its duration can fly to that flare. It's something that she uses in distress as you would a flare, and she can fly to. I just like the idea of this one mechanically, like the idea of Mercy pulling out her pistol, shooting a flare that she can fly to. I think that sounds really cool, and I think it would kind of play well as well. I think that'd be a fun ability for players to use. And again, I think this idea of Mercy having the ability on her own to escape from people jumping on her, this would be something that she could really use, and that would help Mercy's survivability quite a lot. So those are just some ideas that people have suggested, and I thought they were really neat, and I wanted to share them with you guys. Now, off the back of this, I'd love to know what you guys think. Do you have any cool ideas that you think would work really well for Mercy, that would be strong skills to add to her kit? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I'd love to hear some of your ideas as well. All right, everyone, that's gonna do it for me here today. Hope you all have a good afternoon, and until next time, I'll see you later.